everyone, welcome to my live stream. It's been a long time since I was able to stream for various reasons. I got really sick in December and I'm still trying to get over the cough from that, even though it's been over a month since I got sick. That really sucks. And then luckily I got well enough so that when school started, I was able to go. So school started, and that's been super busy. So even though I've been wanting to stream this for weeks now, it's just been so hard to figure out my schedule and stay caught up on all the work I have to do. But today I was like, this is my last opportunity before January ends. I want to open this January box. So that's what I'm gonna do for this for this stream. And as usual, I haven't even cut the tape, saving it just for this. I have been spoiled a little bit though, because on Twitter, ArtSnacks retweets people who share their unboxings and stuff, so I sort of knew that there would be paint in it. Let's see. Let's see what colors I got though. There is a fluid acrylics. I don't like acrylics very much, but I'll use it. I'll try it out. Golden is the name for acrylics. Golden Artist Colors. Ultramarine blue. Not that fond of blue, but it's not bad. It's almost like tending to the purple side of blue. And what's this one? Titan Green Pale. Wow, Titan Green. I wonder if it's because it uses titanium white, and that's why it's called Titan Green. Don't know how well these colors go together. This is not a very pretty color. I don't really like, I'm not that fond of these sort of muted colors. I like bold colors, so actually, even though I don't like blue very much, I like this one better. But we'll try them both. We'll see how they work out. Oh, here's my actual snack. An ArtSnacks box always comes with an actual snack. It's always a little piece of candy. It's a little lifesaver. Another one of these. Wow. I've got a bunch of these Stonehenge watercolor papers, but I don't know if I have this one that says heavy. I don't know what the difference is. Oh, wow. As I thought. I don't know if you can... You probably can't tell, but this is super thick. This is incredible. Makes me want to use it. Let's see, watercolor. No, I'll read more about it in a second. I want to just take everything out. Oh, cute. It's like good old donut sprinkles. It's their logo. A year or two ago, they started, instead of doing the normal pencil color, or the typical pencil color, not normal, but they started doing these specially designed ones. And this one's really cute. It looks like sprinkles for your cupcake. A little sticker. I always put these on my my pencil shavings tin, which I've been considering recently bringing to my drawing class, because the professor is encouraging us to use a knife to sharpen so that we can get a really big piece of graphite exposed. And it's pretty cool, but it makes so much trash. That's not the word, but there's so much stuff that flies off. It would be so much better if I had this to sharpen down into. I've been thinking about that, but I have a locker at school, so would I want to keep this in the locker? Would I want to tote it? I definitely wouldn't want to tote it around every day, because I'm already I have like 30 pounds worth of stuff that I have to bring with me on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I guess I have a trash can right next to me in my room, so maybe it would be better to bring this to class because there's only one trash can in class and I don't want to be standing there blocking it if someone else needs to use it. I think I'll do that. I'm gonna put this sticker on it first. Alright, what's next? Menu. Save that. Save that for after I look at everything. It says King Art. Oh, there must be a brush in here because this is just a little advertisement thingy. Oh, but it's got a little coupon. A little coupon at the bottom. 40% off. Interesting. I'll read about that too. Now, let's open this little thingy. There's definitely two things in here. Ooh, neat. So here's the brush. It goes with this. Premium to Original Gold. King Art. It's a round. That's my favorite type of brush. I can never have enough of these because all brushes eventually start wearing down and you just have to replace them. So I can never have enough rounds because they're the brush I like to use the most. They're so versatile. I can do so many things with them. Stabilo Sensor F Fine Liner 0.3, 0.3. So that's probably 0.3 millimeters. It just has an F on the top. Germany. What does this say? Sensor technology. What is this, an electronic pen or something? What is this? Does this come off? No. Sensor technology. Looks fancy. There's so many little crumbs coming from the box. I guess it looks like a normal pen to me, other than this design is kind of futuristic. I don't know what it means by sensor, but hopefully I can read about that on the menu. Let's see. Ooh, Sarah, welcome. Yay! I got the notification for the stream and I made it. Yay! I'm so glad you made it. It's been so long since I streamed, I honestly expected to be alone the whole time, so I'm glad that you were able to make it. Oh, let's see. Hey, what do you know? The first thing on the menu... Oh, wait. The joke. Let's do the joke. Why did the artist apply for a loan? Okay, this one's good. Ready? Okay, why did the artist apply for a loan? She was Baroque. Baroque. That's a good one. I like that one a lot. She was Baroque. Okay. That's enough of that. Silly jokes. Have one on every menu. Okay, here's this Stabilo Sensor F pen. Says Stabilo Sensor Black Fine Liner F tip. Probably means fine tip. $2 retail, according to this. That's pretty inexpensive. This is such a smooth thing. It just popped out of my hand. Okay. Whether you're sketching or writing, you'll reach for the Stabilo Sensor Fine Liner again and again. Designed to be the perfect all-around fine liner, this pen features a 0.3 millimeter tip that can withstand high drawing pressure. Oh, that's good. Because I hate it when I have these kind of pens and I smash the tip because I just got too excited with drawing. Let's see. The felt tip retracts into the metal casing. Whoa, what? How? What? What? Oh, does it say how? The felt tip retracts into the metal casing So no breaking or bending. Maybe it's while drawing. No breaking or bending occurs. You'll only experience a smooth, consistent performance with this pen. Okay, that's it. I'm using this paper right now. Does it go in as... Wow, it does! That is so crazy. Oh, I can't really... It's so tiny, I don't know if I can show you this. Is that... It's too high, it's out of the light. Can you see this? It goes in. So weird. That must be what it means by sensor. I wouldn't call that a sensor, but wee. Oh, that is so cool. Okay, now I want I want all my pens to be this. Cause then that way I don't think I've been so excited for a pen in a long time. If you have to do a really hard mark, then it's impossible to bend the tip. That's my problem, is when they're really super tiny ones, like even smaller than this, very quickly they just get bent and then the ink just doesn't come out smoothly anymore. So like the tip isn't going in when I'm doing like light lines. And if it's going in here, I can't really tell, but if you do a really heavy dark line, really pressing on it, it goes inside of this little metal part, and that's perfect because then that's like giving it strength so that it won't be, it's protected from being bent. This pen is awesome. You can see it go in, but to me it looks like when you push mechanical pencil lead back, and that's exactly what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. Only it's a pen. You wrote some other stuff. You draw too rough, snapping your pen tips. I know. Well, it's really hard when they're really teeny tiny. My illustration professor this semester, and for the next like 4 semesters, he passed around his sketchbooks last week. He was trying to show us all the different kinds of sketchbooks, that it's important to find a sketchbook that you like, that works with your style, whatever. For me, I have already done that. I have very specific things that I look for in a sketchbook that makes it work for me. So instead of like looking at the sketchbooks and the material and all that, I ended up paying attention to his sketches more than anything. And most of his sketches are using these teeny tiny itty bitty pens, and when I'm seeing it, I'm like, there's no way I could sketch with this such a small pen. Like, that's incredible, because I would just be breaking all my pens, because when they're that small, like pens that are as wide as this one, I'm not worried about. I don't usually do anything bad to them, but I don't have my super teeny tiny one, but it's like half the size of this, half the width, small, super small, and it always just gets pushed to the side because it's just so tiny. There's hardly anything there for it to, there's not much structure, I guess. I don't know if I'm explaining it. Oh, yes, exactly, like the 0.001 micron. Yes, that's exactly the one I'm thinking of. It's like so great when it's new and you get the nice super teeny tiny lines, and they're just so great, and then after I'm done with a single drawing, it's almost unusable because I smushed it too much. Wow, if they make a pen tip that small, like the micron one, in this like retracting tip, I don't think I've ever spent so long talking about a pen. So good. Wow. Okay, moving on. I can't take too long on this today because I've got a ton of homework to do. I was gonna do this no matter what. Okay. Golden fluid acrylics is next. That's these. I guess I'll hold them in my hand, so if anybody pops in, they'll know what I'm talking about. Retail range $6.69 to $7.09 each. That's pretty reasonable for this amount of paint. Like, I'll probably never go through all this paint because for one, I don't like acrylics that much, and two, I paint really light and like to thin things out. And I don't paint very big either. Okay. Staff favorite. Experience highly intense permanent acrylic color with golden fluid acrylics. This month, we've packed your box with 2 bold colors. Produced from light, fast pigments instead of dyes, they have the same strength of golden heavy body acrylics, but with a thin consistency similar to heavy cream. Ooh, thin consistency. That's what I was just talking about. I usually thin out acrylics because I prefer the look of watercolor, so I end up making all my other paint types look like that. Either sometimes on purpose and sometimes just because it's what I'm inclined to do. Alright, so there's those. Got 2 colors. I do always like it when they send you multiple colors of a thing, because then you can get a better idea of what it can do. There's those. No, I'll put them over here. This is the done side. Done. Talking about those. Next. I totally watch you do your homework. If it is art, not Japanese. Well, who knows? I do still need to, I was planning on, if it was feasible, streaming some of my art homework, because why the heck not? But I have a whole bunch of drawing homework to do. I have to get caught up on this, what's the word? Still life. I have to create a still life with simple shapes, like, you know, I have this like round bowl that my pens are in. I can take the pens out. He didn't want a lot of detail. He wanted most of these shapes. And first, draw it, can't remember which he wanted to do first. I don't think it matters. Draw it twice. One of the times, draw it just from direct observation, so just looking right at it. And then the other time, and you can't look at your other drawing, you take a picture of it and then draw from the picture. And the point is to take note of the differences in the experience. And I've done still lifes and stuff enough that I already have an idea of that. But it's homework. It has to be in your sketchbook when you turn it in, so I got to do it. And then I also need to do more Kazuki-Yone. I should do at least one more study of their art for my sketchbook. That's another assignment. And there was one more thing. Oh, but that wouldn't be streamable. It's a drawing assignment, but I have to just read these things about drawing and then write my reflections, and I'm not going to stream that. But I also have illustration work to do that would be streamable. So maybe after this, I'll take a break and do something else, like do my creative writing reading, and then I could come back and do a homework stream or something. Alright. We've got this King Art brush. King Art Original Gold 9000 series golden Taklon brush, round size 2. You see that alright? Hold it a little lower. There. Let's see. $8.99 retail. That's about average for a brush like this. New to ArtSnacks. That's true. I've never heard of this brand before. King Art designs their brushes with the artist in mind, manufacturing them to survive years of steady use. Their Original Gold 9000 series golden Taklon brush features smooth filaments that have been baked for softness and optimal absorption. The bristles are resilient and easily spring back to their original shape. Alright, let's get a feel for this. Like literally. Oh, so soft. That seems good so far. Whip, 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 whip. King Art Premium 2. Well, there we go. I do like, this is a very pretty brush. I like the black body with the, I bet you can't tell, but it's like a metallic gold right here. It's kind of shimmery, I guess. So it just looks pretty. I like that. And the last thing is the bonus item. This, which I already had to test out because I was so excited about that pen. I guess I'll read this first. Stonehenge Aqua Cold Press Heavy Mini Paper Pad by Legion Paper. That's so long. Okay. Bonus item. For Stonehenge paper, versatility is the name of the game. Made in the USA, this 100% cotton paper can handle a variety of wet media. Designed brawnier than its cold press sibling, Cold Press Heavy has the heft, 600 GSM, to take multiple layers of color in a controllable way. Whether you use watercolor, acrylic, or gouache, your colors will stay vibrant from bottle to paper. Yeah, this is some of the thickest paper I've seen in a pad like this. So of course this is a sample pad, but the only paper I've seen thicker is those big giant sheets like that would take up my whole desk. That's the only I've seen, and that doesn't come in a pad because it's too big, or I've never seen it in a pad anyway. This is just super nice and thick. I like it. I can still imagine it getting a little warped from watercolor, but I bet this is one where if you stretch it first, it would be like perfect when you finish painting. Okay, let's read what the actual book has to say about itself. Legion, we are paper, legionpaper.com. Designed a little bigger and brawnier than its cold press sibling, this heartily textured, all-natural paper has the versatility to handle myriad techniques and the heft to take the plein air watercolorist wherever they wish to go. That's nice. This is Stonehenge Aqua Cold Press Heavy. Interesting. I guess I'll just test the rest of the stuff on here. Though, since this is painting materials, I'm going to have to take a second real quick and get some water in my water bowl. I will be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. I need my paper towels. I started just keeping a paper towel roll in here, and then I don't have to go into a different room. I don't know why I didn't think of that in the first place. Just never crossed my mind. It just feels like paper towels go in the kitchen. Okay, making a little room here. Water, paper towel. I guess I could read this King Art card. King Art Premium. What sets King Art Premium brushes above the competition? So this is what I'm reading about. The beauty of each King Art Premium brush stems from being handmade by master brush makers following a strict quality control and manufacturing process. We use the finest quality raw materials and design each brush for balance and maximum control. King Art offers a variety of handles that span a painter's needs. Our brushes are designed with the artist in mind and are manufactured to survive years of steady use. Boy, that was so hard to read for me. Tumbling over the words. There's a loyalty discount, 40% off. They have a, like everything, King Art Co. They're like on all the social media. No rules, just art. Try a brush from one of our premium lines. Original gold acrylic, original gold detail, finesse, truth, stellar, precision, radiant, celestial. Celestial, wow, sounds magical. Specialty, and equinox. Each one has its own little special font and everything. That's good marketing, man. It makes me want it because it's like, it's just so fancy on precision. Oh. Equinox. It's like cars, but they're brushes. Okay, let's put back into the box the things I don't need. So I won't eat this candy yet. This sticker I'll put on later, and I'll just scoot this out of the way. Oof. Now these probably have they have rolls of paper towels. Paper towels all over the house. Yep, we've got paper towels upstairs in the kitchen, and paper towels downstairs in the den. But it wasn't until a couple months ago. It was because of doing all the illustrations for the holidays. And I was using so much watercolor, and I'm like, I'm so tired of going upstairs to get paper towels, and then what if I run out of paper towels and I have to go upstairs again? It shouldn't be that hard of a task to go up the stairs, but, you know, it's distracting. I don't think the plastic part didn't come off. Only the... Alright, how am I going to do this without making a mess? The foil part came off. Plastic is still on there. Okay. I've got this older paper towel I was using for ink. I'm just going to stab it with this. Don't explode all over me, please. Okay. Dang it. Impossible not to make a mess. It's true. Especially when you're doing anything creative. Unless it's digital, then you can maybe not make a mess, but even then there's no guarantee. Dang it, how do I get this? I don't want to get paint under my fingernail. Some people enjoy the messy side of art and enjoy getting paint all over themselves and stuff, and I don't. I don't like to be messy. I like to be neat and clean. So I'm taking such a long time. If this just would have come off in the first place, it wouldn't be so hard. Okay, that's probably enough of that plastic. Okay, blue, don't let me down. Come off easy, this one. This next one. I'll throw this away. Did I got some paint stuff? I don't know what that is. Okay. Alright, blue. Be my friend now. Let's do this. It'd be easier if I had stronger fingernails. If I can just use my... Is a little tiny. My fingernails are super weak, and they just always have been. Taking supplements and stuff does nothing. Tried putting that, you know, apply this to your nails every day for 2 weeks and they'll be stronger, but it's like as soon as that stuff wears off, your nails aren't stronger anymore. So it's not that your nails are stronger, it's just that they're more protected. So long as you keep this stuff on. I've given up. Just have weak nails, it's just the way it is. Ooh, how annoying. Ooh, is that it? Did I get it? I don't know how to open this. Wish I had a little tab or something. Something to grab onto. This one did the same thing. Grr. At least it came off a little bit, the plastic part, so I think I can just grab it. I don't want to do it with my fingernail though. No paint with my fingernail. Nope, I'm wrong. It did not. Dang it. Come on. Come on, plastic. Well, I guess that's something to keep in mind about these paints if you're thinking of getting them. The initial opening process is a bit annoying. Of course, I don't use acrylics very much, so maybe this is just par for the course. Maybe this is just how they are. I suppose it's better to have a paint that doesn't open easily than one that opens too easily and then spills on its way to you in the mail and your paint is all over the inside of your box or something. If I had to choose between those two extremes, I'd rather deal with this. At least you have usable paint at the end of this. There. Jeez. Now I'm going to get a scrap piece of paper. Oh, actually, I'll just use the back of my page-a-day calendars to be my little palette. Curse those child-proof caps. Exactly. Okay, so I figure the first thing I'll do is just some test marks on page 1 here. I already did some. I'm so excited about that pen. It makes me want to look into whether they have even smaller sizes. Wow, it really is quite runny. I never read what's on the back of these. Interesting. This pale green is much more opaque than this blue. This one's more glossy. They're both the same for thinness. Tinting, I think they're about the same. It's interesting. Health and safety, no known health hazards. Alright. They're both light fastness 1. Blue, blue, blue. Ooh, I just had an idea. I'm gonna make a mix and see what that looks like too. Why not? It'll be fun. It's interesting. This says PB29. This just says mixture. So I think maybe I'm right that the reason this is called Titan Green Pale is that it has titanium white in it. Oh, I'm a fool. They have an ingredients list. Yep. Among many other things, there's titanium white in here. Phthalo green, raw umber, yellow oxide, PW6, PY42, PB(r)7, and PG7. This just has that PB29 and then polysulfide of sodium aminosilicate. That's cool marbling effect here. This could be my painting right here. Whee! Wow, the timing is so off from streaming in my browser to phone app. Dang. Well, I have noticed my, I don't know what it is, but my streaming software sometimes does a little like glitch, and then from that point on until the next time it does a little glitch, the sound will be way off from the video. And I was streaming for like months and months and months and months and months, and it didn't do that, so I don't know why it just suddenly started doing that. But it's just like all the other issues I've had with it in the past, I don't know, 6 months, where they just seem to come out of nowhere and don't have to do with anything, and they come and go. You can't tell what's causing them. This is a nice blue. I like this blue. If it had to be blue, I'm happy that it's this one. And let's try this Titan green pale. Yeah, the mixture color isn't all that pretty, but this green isn't all that pretty either. I think it's the green's fault. See what? Yeah, you can thin it way out and use it more like watercolor if you want. Look at that, cute little watercolor techniques out of it. Burst green, burst blue. That's cool. That's a cool technique. It's so tiny. You probably can't tell, but I'm just testing it out. I might do some of these effects. I have no idea what I'm going to draw. I have this ugly green and this good enough blue. Good enough blue. Ugly green. What shall I do? Sound and the video are both off between the two devices. They are the same, but it's like 4 or 5 seconds faster on the computer than my phone. The video and audio line up the same. Whew. Well, at the very least, I have no idea what to do about it, whether it's the fault of my streaming or there's something wrong with Twitch. Hopefully it's still watchable and not terrible. I feel like a peacock would be a good thing to draw. Maybe just a peacock feather. This paper is so small. I'm gonna bring up an image. Do a little Google image search. Plus peacock feather. Not a real one. Photo. I don't want a computer generated picture. I want like a picture of a real one. Oh, this is a pretty picture. Oh, it's so tiny. No, I need a bigger picture than that. Jeez. Okay, settings. No, tools, size. Lurch. Lurch, please. Lurch. Lurch, lurch, lurch. Let's see. Okay. This is an actual picture of a peacock instead of just a feather. Oh, and I need to open in a new window. Where is it? Move to new window. And then pull it over here, and then pull it over. Ah, no! What happened? Put it on this side of my screen and drag it over this side. A little smaller. There. Okay. Now we can come back over here. It's probably the phone app causing a delay. Still watchable, but having both open is disorienting. I bet it would be. Well, I'm glad it's still watchable, at least. That makes me happy. I missed streaming. The past few months have been just so busy. I feel like I haven't streamed in a while, and I feel like last time I streamed, it was almost like a relief to stream, like a weird feeling. This little glue on the top, and now it won't come off my fingers. No, come off. Glue, I don't want you on my finger. Okay, there. Yay. I don't like it when this comes off on the paper, but I can't spend all day messing around with that. So, what shall I do? I could draw first. I hope this is waterproof. I guess I should test it. That makes a difference. Oh wait, I've already written right there. I don't even need to use it again. I just need to get some water. Oh yeah, it's not waterproof at all. Nope, look at that. Most certainly not. Well, I definitely better at least do the base painting first. So I'm just going to start with the blue. This peacock head is, the head and neck, it's pretty much all blue. It's much prettier blue than what I have, but I'm just going to use what I have. Guess that pen isn't so amazing now. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to use it for my favorite style of traditional drawing with the markers and stuff. There's no way that'll work. But who knows? They might make a alcohol-proof waterproof ink version, and they just didn't send it out. Guess in either case I should still use up the pens that I have now. Save money. Especially because my art supplies for school were so expensive. At least this time, as opposed to last time I was in school, and so like my drawing class is one I'm retaking. Last time so many of my supplies were, I don't know, uninteresting, so that when I was done with the drawing class I never used them again, because I only got them because the professor wanted me to have them and wanted us to use this. But the supplies for the class that I'm taking now are a lot more useful. Well, this isn't quite right, but it's hard. I don't use acrylic very much. It's hard to use. It's also hard when I haven't sketched or anything for this, just drawing it directly. Alright, peacock. Oh, blue. Blue, 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 blue. The beak isn't blue, though. I'll just leave it like that. Yikes, now what? Well, there's this big poof of like shiny metallic feathers right behind it. Sort of an oval shape. It goes almost to the top of the head, but not quite. there's the pen afterwards. Hopefully it writes on the paint, otherwise this isn't going to work out how I thought, but my idea is to add the details with the pen after the paint dries. And since it's acrylic, it should dry pretty quickly. It dries almost instantly, actually, unless it's super thick. And this is just barely visible, just like that. Well, it's sort of looking like a peacock. Okay, now let's do these little dots. There is a sort of rhythm to it. Guess I'll just try and copy what I see rather than trying to figure out the rhythm, because it'll be faster this way. Just copy it directly. And on this side, there's also two like this. Yeah, they kind of match from side to side. And one comes straight up right here. So what else? They come way the heck down too, all the way down here. Okay, now I got this sort of shape. Now this one is a matching one, but it's so far out, I don't know if we'd actually see it, but there's this one I can do right here. Okay, that blue seems dry. And then a matching one on this side. Okay. Yeah, the rest don't really show. Guess I'll leave it at that. But now I'm gonna, so that the I don't know the word for it, the like stem of the feather is white, or pretty much white. But I'm going to use this green to do it. Just add these lines, trying to be thin lines to represent these feathery stems. Also gives the picture a nice sort of energy. Having these lines, sort of like a picture of a sunrise, a drawn picture of a sunrise. Oh, radiating out from the back of the peacock. Alright, maybe one more on this side. How's that? That's good. Now what should I do next? Maybe I will use this swirled up, mixed up color. Create the little lines where the little pieces of feather separate around these eye shapes. Sticky. Sticky top of the paper sticks to my finger. So this on each of these. Gotta be careful with my time. Really can't go over my streaming window. Way too much to do. Plus I need to make sure to get up and walk around because I don't know how I did it, but I injured my hip flexor, which I didn't even know what that really was until after the fact, and I googled it. I just woke up with some severe pain in my leg. I hadn't done anything that I was aware of. One of my classmates in creative writing yesterday, when I was talking about it, she was like, were you doing a can in your sleep or something? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. Anyway, when I sit for a long time, it starts really twinging. It's starting to do so now. It's so annoying because it goes across my thigh. And it's just this, like, stinging pain. Like I'm being stung inside of my leg. So it's important for me to get up and not be sitting for too long. Probably doesn't help that all my classes are at least 2 hours long, and on Tuesday and Thursday I'm at school for 9 hours because I have 4 classes. It's really tough. I'm really liking how this is coming out. It's looking kind of neat. Have you tried using a percussion tool? Is that one of the things where you whack yourself with it? I can't say I've tried that, but I've been following my doctor's instructions carefully using ice, and she printed me a whole packet of rehab exercises to do, so I've been doing those every day before bed. She also prescribed me, I say prescribed, but it's just instructed me to take essentially 3 times the normal amount of ibuprofen. The normal amount is just 1 200 milligram pill. She told me to take 3 every 6 hours to reduce inflammation. And also for the pain. It's so annoying that I can't not get injured. What's happening to me? That stupid foot injury for over a year. It's still not 100% better, though I can run. But now I can't run because I have a totally different thing. I will run. Nothing will stop me. I'm going to accomplish my goal of running a half marathon this year. Dang it. By Jove. No. It vibrates. I can send you the link. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any, like, vibrating massage things or anything. I used to have one, like, from the Sharper Image, but it was so weak that I gave it away. Like, this does nothing. something a little more strong than that. This is really fun, doing these little small details. I don't know, man. I'm liking this. It's fun. Whee! I'm glad I chose to do a peacock because this ugly green actually works really well for it. The actual picture I'm looking at is much more vibrant, but it's close enough. I think it gives the idea, gets the idea across. Oh, that's alright. So much energy in this picture. How many of these should I do? How many rows of blue I'm thinking about? Wow, I'm really liking it. Really liking it. I was thinking, should I do one more row? Maybe what I'll do first is a little skinny line on each of these. Ooh, why not make it go all the way through too? Boom! Connect it back to the bird, so they're not just floating randomly around. I really like the sort of graphic, I guess that's a word, the graphic look that I'm getting. The one thing I don't like about streaming, live streaming, is that I don't want to get in trouble for any copyright violations. So I don't listen to music. I can't listen. I tried at first to listen on headphones, but I just can't pay attention. If it's through headphones, I can't concentrate on the stream. And there's music I can technically listen to in the background, like approved music and stuff, but it's not the music I want to listen to. My favorite kind of music is soundtracks. So there's all the potential for a copyright violation, because if you violate copyright and Twitch catches you, it'll just mute your video, so that sucks. It's like nobody can hear anything. I don't want that to happen. I miss my music. I'm listening to so much anime and game music recently. I love the Anyuta streaming anime music service. I'm so glad they brought it out to America. It only took them like, I don't know, since I heard of it, maybe 9 months to a year. to make it available in America. It's super good. Oh, I missed the line. Streaming anime music. They don't have everything, but I figure the longer they are able to keep going, more people will sign up and they'll have more funding. It'll prove to the music labels that there's a market in America, and then we'll get more music. Now, recently they've been putting out playlists that are just, instead of being like from an anime or from an artist, they made a songs to wake up to playlist, and then I think last week or earlier this week they made a like sleepy time playlist. So I've been listening to those each day too. And even though I don't know where most of the songs are from, it's still nice to listen to. Plus, you can get introduced to more anime style songs that you might not otherwise listen to. I'm going to mix a slightly lighter blue, because I want to make some, like a gradient, because right here on the neck is much brighter than the top of the head too. I want to try to capture that. Just mixing that in here. Mix more blue into this blue-green mixture. I never even realized the lack of music. Yeah, acting in silence is uninspiring. Yep, I've considered stuff like having the royalty-free approved to be played on Twitch, whatever music, but when I listen to the music, it's like I would rather have silence. I don't like the music that much. I gotta really like the music. Or else there's no point. Now this part is actually super bright. I'm gonna tap it on to try to get a little bit of this feathery texture that I'm seeing. Tap on it a little bit more. Boom. 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 Now, that a little bit more here. Yeah. Okay, go back to the darker stuff. So dark and moody. No. How's that? It's a little lighter over on this side too. And arting in silence. I got what you meant. I think the meaning is pretty much the same. Acting as in taking action of some sort. Doing a thing. And the thing I'm doing is creating art. Okay, not bad. Leave it at that. I will just do a tiniest bit more pure blue. This outside edge right here. And maybe a few little lips, dark blue, to make a little bit of texture. I just don't know about this pen. I don't know how this pen's gonna do on top of paint. do is the little, like, pupil looking thing right in the middle of each of these. Yay, it's looking more and more like a peacock. Even though it doesn't have a beak or anything. I haven't drawn it yet. What else can I do with the paint? I don't know. I think I might just leave the rest of the pen. Or try to leave the rest of the pen. Ah! Splash water. No! It's not good to splash water. It's full of acrylic paint. I don't want it to dry on. I don't like that green. I don't like this paint, but when it's mixed in the water here, now this color is pretty. Too bad it doesn't come that way on the paper. Oh. Alrighty, let's see. Done with that. I think. Let's put this here so it's still visible. Okay, pen, let's see what you can do. I'm sure you weren't made with the idea of writing on acrylic paint, but let's give it a shot. First thing I want to do is this. This has a sort of fish or lizard scale appearance. The paint isn't too thick here too, so it's working just fine. At least it seems like it's working just fine. Okay, so it comes up and out. Ooh. Pen is beating up a little bit. I don't know if that part is extra thick paint or what. It doesn't seem like it. Oh, I can't forget about its beak. Ooh, I gotta turn my heater off. It was so cold in here earlier, now it's too warm. definitely heated up enough in here. Okay, has a long, pointy beak. It's like black right there. So it comes out like this. Black also curves up. It's really dark right here, where the head is casting a shadow on the neck. But it's also pretty dark here. Pen is actually doing all right on this really thick. This right here is the thickest paint on this page. It's not doing too bad. Oh, my hip is hurting. My hip is hurting. I'll try to get this done. Now I'm going to try to get this texture that I'm seeing where the little tiny individual feathers coming off of the core of the big feather, and they just sort of branch off like this, almost like pine needles, and they're crisscrossing. So I want to try to capture that using this black ink. Alright, I'm not going to keep that there, it's in the way. I'm not trying to make it exactly like how the feathers are, just trying to get that overall feeling. I think when you work with such a tiny little space like this and an extremely limited selection of tools, simplifying is a good choice. Holy, oh, that was pretty good. I am going to go back to the paint after all, though. There's some things I thought I could do now that the ink is down. That would be interesting. Outline this in blue. This section of feathers. What else? Oh yeah, I was gonna use the green in place of white. There's this white area on the face, but I neglected to leave the page white, so to at least lighten it up a little bit, I'm gonna use the green now. Oh no, nope, it's not gonna work. Because this dang pen isn't waterproof. Oh well, I'll do what I can. Dang. Usually ArtSnacks is really conscientious about that kind of thing. Sending materials that will work together. Sending a pen that... But that's not what they built their brand on. Their brand is sending you stuff you've never seen before. And they definitely always succeed with that, so... I think overall that still helps the beak area. And I got pen on my hand, spreading it all over my desk. Ooh, what else? What else can I do? It's so small, your hands are in the way a lot. Sorry about that. Yeah, the paper is teeny tiny. I think all I really feel like I'm missing is just a little more something on these, so I'm gonna do some lines sticking up out of the green paint. Around each one. At least I'll try. I will try. Not really standing out much. Maybe I should use the blue-green. Blue-green mix. It's getting kind of dry though. Mix a little more. And add a bunch of water to it so that it makes a smaller line easier. Okay, let's try it. No, that's still too much. Need more water, less paint there. Okay, try this again. Oh, that's much better. Zoom in and show us before you go. Okay, well, I don't know how to actually zoom on my camera, but I'll hold the picture closer. I'll also take a picture and post it on social media. That'll show even better than the camera, because the camera's not that great. Nice, cheap, it works and didn't break the bank camera. Come on, the brush tip to be a little smaller there. Sometimes when you get too much paint on, the line won't come out as thin as you want. So what I do is just roll the brush around, like literally roll it in a cylindrical motion until the paint is more tapered. And I mean I roll it against the paper or the palette. I don't just roll it in the air. That won't do anything. Ooh, I feel like I'm almost done now. Oh, actually, there's one more of these to do. Wow, I'll put a little more right there. And right there, right there. And there. Boop. That's much better. That looks way better. Maybe the only thing I'll do, it kind of bugs me how I didn't bring this all the way down to the edge. Just a little tiny bit more blue right here. I don't like working to the edge of the paper anymore. I like getting a paper bigger than I want the final picture to be, and then creating it within that space. With acrylic paint, you really got to clean your brush out, like rinse it out really well while it's still fresh and wet, because it can get into this part of the brush, and sometimes that means the end of your brush, because it's almost impossible to get back out, because acrylic is just plastic. So once the medium is plastic, so once it dries, there's no going back. It's not 100% that your brush will be killed, but it might get crippled. There were just a couple more areas I wanted to add ink to stand out when I look at them, because there's just this white, like, blotch. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it filled in just a little bit more than it is. Okay, that's better. Yay! I think I'm gonna call this good now. I write my little signature on it somewhere. How about right here? My goodness, I think this is the first thing I've written 2019 on. Wow. It's all squished up. You killed the brush. I haven't done it, but I've had people who were like into art, and then they didn't want their art supplies anymore, and they're like, hey, you want this whole big bunch of art supplies? And I don't do that anymore because it ended up that there were a lot of things I just couldn't use and they didn't bother to throw away, and some of them were brushes that were not washed properly, weren't rinsed well, and so the bristles were super stiff or didn't move at all regardless of how wet you get them. And it's like, once a brush gets to that point, just throw it away. Put it out of its misery, get a new one, because it's unusable. And maybe you can find some unique way to use it, but its main purpose is it can't fulfill it anymore. And that's sad. Especially with a brush like this. These brushes that ArtSnacks sends out are all really good quality in that they'll last a long time if you take good care of them. Okay, now to fulfill your request. See if this makes any difference, but I had the light. If I raise the light up, here's my finished ArtSnacks challenge. I don't know if it's even focusing on it, but there it is. I used the, let's see, ultramarine blue, fluid acrylics, then the Titan green pale, and also mixed the two using this brush, and then this, black ink pen, Stabilo Sensor F. Whew, so that's it for my stream today. If I have time, I might come back later and stream some of my art homework. But for now, I'm going to take a break and put my mind onto some other homework, probably do my reading for tomorrow. And it's pretty close to my end streaming time, so yay, I did good. Hopefully I can get into the habit and get enough homework done that I can stream every Wednesday, because that's been my goal from the beginning, is to keep streaming once a week, but it just has to be on Wednesday instead of Friday. So hopefully I will see you next week. Thank you for watching.